What's happening, people? Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video we're gonna talk about a topic which is in demand. How do I send cold emails, or how to send cold emails that convert? A lot of you wanted to know how I get people like Virat Chait, Abhimanyu, Yash Sharma, Niharika Singh, Vedant Rusty on my podcast The Mineral Troubles, and the answer to that question is cold emails. I have received replies from people like Tanmay Bhatt, Dhruv Rathi, Abhimanyu, Vedant Rusty, everybody on my podcast. I've also cold emailed people living in the US, people living in India, people living in UK, and converted them as my clients as a freelancer. So what is cold emailing? When you send an email to someone you don't know, or more likely they don't know you, that's a cold email. It's basically the first touch between two people. That's why it's called cold. And while scripting this video, I call this the PPP method. The first P, the first step is prospecting, which is prospecting a target audience. You need to select a target audience which is relevant to you. You cannot just randomly mail any guy. If you mail thousands of people a same template based mail, that is never gonna work. So it's very important to choose your niche. For example, if I'm a web developer, I need to find founders. I need to find people who might be interested in making a website, number one, or they may have a website but it's not as good. That is my target audience. As a marketer, my target audience is again founders, business people, people looking to start up, people in e-commerce sectors, and all of that, right? So you need to find your niche, you need to find your field. If the person you are mailing to is not even related to what you are doing remotely, then the chances of conversion is 0%. But if there is a chances that he is interested in your services, the chances of conversion automatically increases. At least the chances of replying automatically increases. That was step number one. Step number two is personalization, and this I think is very, very important. Personalize as much as possible. Research for at least 20 minutes per mail. When I send an email, I had research for at least 15 to 20 minutes. If I don't know about the person, I personalize my mail and only then I send it. I rarely send an email which is not personalized. You cannot send a common email to hundreds of people. You cannot get reply like that. Understand this, the people you're sending emails to are busy. They value their time, and if you want their attention, you need to personalize your mails. Only then will you get their attention. How I go about my mail is usually the first para is about them. The second para is about me and what my offerings are, my proposal for them. And the last para, small 2-3 line para, is for CTA. It's a call to action of what I want, what the action I want them to take. It's like hoping for a reply, let's get on a call for 15 minutes, something like that. That's a CTA. Number 3. One of the most important. All these points are very, very important. Persuasion. The third P is persuasion. You need to be very, very, very persuasive. You cannot just send an email and research, send a personalized email and sit back and relax and wait for them to reply. That's not gonna happen. You'll have to keep following up. On an average, it takes me 3 to 4 emails before I get a reply. Not even a conversion, before I get a reply. I get a reply and then the conversation starts. 3 to 4 emails. It's like 3 to 4 follow-ups. One email is like, hey, I was hoping we can do this, or it's like, did you check this out, or did you miss this out? And I was just following up. These are the 3-4 styles that I use. Sometimes I go a little desperate, like, hey man, I was just hoping if you can give me 45 minutes of time, it will mean me a lot. I'll share a few links. I've got 50,000 plus views on this, I've got that, I've done work, all of that. So you need to be persuasive, you need to be patient at the same time. It's not like कि हर दिन तुम 10 मेल भेज रहे हो, ऐसे नहीं होता है. Send an email, wait for 3 days, send another email, wait for 3-4 days, send another email, wait for 3-4 days. That's how you do it. Just don't randomly send emails all day. ऐसे नहीं चलता. So in my particular case, the podcast with Vedant, the podcast with Vaibhav took me a lot of time. So Vedant, I mailed like the timeline was like 3 to 4 months before I finally grabbed a podcast with him. I initially just mailed him that, hey, I'm a junior from college. He's not from CVS, he's from Delhi University. So I mailed him like, you're a 2017 batch guy, I'm a 2020 batch guy. Let's do podcast. He said, yes, okay, let me come back to India, we'll do it. Then he forgot. He just forgot, and then I keep following up, and I followed up, and he said that very good consistency, keep it up, I'll do a podcast with you. And then after 2 months, Still have not done a podcast with him. I commented on his YouTube video and then he commented, okay, let's do it. And then I took that screenshot and sent them an attachment. Found his number and DM'd him on his number. And then I got a podcast with him. With Vaibhav Sisanti, I DM'd him on Instagram. He said yes, but again he forgot. And then I had to follow up, and then he left me on scene. So these things happen, and then I bought his course, that 500 rupees LinkedIn workshop. I bought that course, and then I got his number, and then I DM'd him, and then suddenly out of the blue he was like, let's do a podcast at 1 a.m. So I shot that podcast with him at 1 o'clock. So you have to be persuasive. You have to be, you don't have to think I'm बहुत बड़ा हूँ, I'm a great guy, I'm a huge guy, how can I ask him twice? This is not how it works. They have the leverage, they are way ahead of you, and you'll have to compromise. So it's hard work. Vedant 19, Rohini Avi Arya took me 13 emails, Ankur Variku took me 1.5 years, 21 emails, and still he's not converting. Neil took me like 15 emails. So it's hard work, it's not easy, it takes time, but that's how you have to do it. It takes persistence, it takes personalization, and it takes prospecting. Right? So that was it for this video. This is how you cold email people. And if you're also somebody who's interested in digital marketing or marketing for say, I have a course on Facebook and Instagram, which is my marketing masterclass. It's less than $10, it's 500 rupees. So you can check the link in the description box. It's my course, it's available on shuklaish.com. It's a 0 to hero introduction to export level course. Link in bio, check it out. And I hope you like this video. Click on the like button, please subscribe. Comment what else do you want from me. There are a lot of videos I've made, from vlogs to LinkedIn videos to growth related videos. Anything and everything that you need from me, just comment down and I'll get that for you. Bye.